Hi everyone, David Bown here of the Bown Golf Academy, and welcome to this video featuring mainly Rory McIlroy. I'm going to bring in Justin Rose and a little bit later on Hunter Mahan, because I just want to point out something that I believe Rory's got to improve in his golf swing. Let's have a look. So this picture on the left here of Rory, I was at Dove Mountain and watched him playing, and on the range he was hitting the ball really exceptionally well, but unfortunately went out in the first round. Now we know match play, there are many surprises, but to me his swing has just gone backwards a little bit. Obviously maybe his confidence is a bit low and his putter's not working so well, but I think he needs to address a couple of things in his golf swing. Let me just start by putting a line in along his head position here, and then what we're going to do is just start him back now. Rory doesn't quite show up so much here, but he seems for me to be swinging it up and then dropping it down on the inside even more than ever, and it seems more exaggerated because he seems to be taking the club on a more upward path on the backswing, and on the downswing it looks more pronounced and he's dropping it back. Now I'm just going to swing him up so the left arm is at 9 o'clock position, and we can see here he's looking in pretty good shape. He's just dropped a little bit of height, and when he comes up to the top of the backswing, we're there. Now he's hitting 3 metal here. If we just put a line in from the butt of the shaft just down to the ball, the thing I want to really point out to you is as he starts down here, he gets this, well, he's renowned for sinking, but he's also now seems to be dropping his arms down below his ideal plane from here. And I know he's super talented and he can save a lot of shots and he gets that free release going and he hits those high draws, but on the range he seems to be trying to hit a fade, and from this position here where he drops and the club falls behind him, he looks very cramped up, and then he comes into impact. Now if we just go up to the top and keep him there, and we'll just switch over to Justin Rose, who I think is such a consistent player. And if we have a look at Justin, as he gets up to the top of the backswing, and we'll just put a line in here again. So for me, this is a key point of the downswing here for Rory. He needs to bring his left arm and hands down more on this line, where you can see Justin is rotating his body nicely, his upper body and his lower body, just smoothly bringing that club down. When we look at Rory again, we see that he does get this dipping motion and he does drop the club back, and it all looks a little bit cramped. If we just put a line again on Justin's head here, you can see how he maintains his height very well, and his left arm is definitely coming back down on that line. So Rory needs to, in my opinion, get that left arm more out in front of him. He seemed to be trying to do that on the range at Dove Mountain, but obviously under pressure on the golf course it's much harder. So as he comes down, we get it falling down below him. He's really got to try and work hard to get that club face back, and we can see here the club face angle. If you look at Justin Rose, it's less manipulation of the club face, and he's hitting a long iron here, and you can see this club face position here, nice and neutral. Now let's have a look at Hunter Mahan, and if we just put a line along Hunter's head here, And then we're going to just take him up to the top of the backswing. Obviously Hunter and Justin Rose taught by the same coach, Sean Foley. But if we have a look at Hunter as he comes down again, he's coming down on this line here. He's keeping that club down on the nice plane. Club's a bit more in front of him here. And again, as I say, Rory just gets a little bit dropped and stuck behind him here. Now I know if he can just work on this a little bit, everyone talks about his clubs, but on the range there on Tuesday, I was very close. I was so close I could hear him saying how well he was hitting the driver. Now, obviously in competition, it's a different thing. But I feel if Rory can just work on that part of his swing, get from the top of the backswing, keep the club a little bit more out in front of him, he'll have more room, there's more freedom, he doesn't have to manipulate the club face so much, and you'll get him back where he belongs. I mean, he's the world #1, and I'm sure he'll get back into top form. Just needs to do a little bit of work on his golf swing. So, hope you enjoyed that video. If you'd like to view more slow motion swings of the best players in the world, subscribe to my golf channel, David Bound PGA, on YouTube. And you can also visit my website at www.boundgolf.com to gain further information. If you've got any comments, you can have a look at this on YouTube, and I look forward to hearing what you've got to say. In the meantime, thank you.